y'all?
Hope you're doing good.
Are you making sure you can see us? Or are you sending something to you?
Oh, I'm sending Jarrell the cat.
Hannah has found a cat on Facebook that's up for adoption that looks just like her cat from the same place her cat came from, and it's younger than her cat. And I told her that I think it's her cat's kitten or child.
It looks
just like her.
Like
So
Sally
we're trying to guilt her and go get Sally's daughter
Look
from.
at this baby, you get really
It looks just like
Sally.
Hello, everybody.
Hello.
I'm Laurie.
I'm Hannah.
We're Journey with the Gingers.
You'd be like, having a wedding is enough, Hannah. We don't need another cat.
You don't have to worry too much about the wedding. You got a good wedding coordinator.
Just saying.
That would be me.
Go ahead.
Okay. So tell us something good. Do you have a countdown? Do you have an upcoming trip, upcoming occasion? How many days until you get married? I don't have a countdown for that, do I?
Gracie keeps up with my countdown. It's like 230 something.
Wow. No stress on the mama's part. But if you have a countdown or something you're celebrating, please put it in the chat. We want to celebrate with you. And I guess we have a couple things. We have a countdown. Well, it's kind of a countdown. You and I are cruising soon. We're under 50 days.
I really want to go. I am contemplating using Sky Miles and going to New York if Riley Sager is signing a book.
There's an author that we like called Love named Riley Sager, and he has a new book coming out.
In June.
Hiccups, y'all. And
in June,
and he has a book signing usually at a bookstore we went to, and she wants to go and meet Riley Sager and get him to sign her new book.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I will use Sky Miles if he's at that bookshop.
Okay. So Hannah might have a countdown of a New York trip. You never know. Yes. But we're going on the MSCC shore in April, and I'm just kind of excited to get away. I haven't been on a cruise since October. Hannah hasn't been on a cruise since July. So I like cruising a little bit more than Hannah does. Hannah enjoys cruising, but it's like my number one way to travel. So I'm excited. I'm just actually excited just to see the ocean for a little bit. And then William and I are also going on the MSCC shore in September. It's our getaway, it's our little short getaway before the wedding, just to kind of chill out and before the big rush begins to get everything finished.
I sent him with the puppy dog eyes.
And but we will be in the yacht club in September, so I'm excited about that. Okay, Hannah.
That cat is so cute.
We also had a new video come out last Thursday because we were not live last Thursday because it was my sister's birthday dinner.
Mm-hmm.
Her birthday.
I was like, why were we?
Huh?
I forgot why we were. Sorry, I have allergies.
My sister's birthday is actually on Valentine's Day, and so we tried to just get away the night before.
Because God, you do not want to go out.
Yeah, we really didn't want to go out to dinner
also,
on Valentine's Day.
I went to Riverdance with Dad.
Oh, yeah, that's right. On Valentine's Day, you and your dad had Riverdance.
Yep.
Went to see the show Riverdance.
It's so bad because
it was bad?
No.
Oh.
My obsession with Riverdance. No, it was great. Fantastic.
The microphone.
It was great. Fantastic. Highly recommend. No, my obsession with Riverdance, I did not realize was so bad that I knew the step patterns because I watched that DVD religiously.
It's a DVD we had.
So we saw Riverdance at the Bell Auditorium
a long time ago.
Yeah, when I was little, and at their gift shop table, you bought me
the DVD.
So I watched it on the DVD player upstairs, and I learned all the lyrics, and I learned all the step patterns. So when I was listening to them dancing, I was like, yeah, you did it right. Good job. You did it right. And then that DVD player I hated so much because it ate the DVD. It did not eject it.
Oh no, we let it out.
Yeah, so I lost the DVD after that because it also scratched it up.
Maybe you can find it on streaming or YouTube now.
Yeah, but it was fun. It was fun. Our lead male was from Ireland, and that made Dad happy. He was like, "Are these people really from Ireland?" I said, "Some of them are, but not all of them."
Well, we had a new video come out last Thursday, since we were not live at the same time that we are live at 7 p.m. on the tour of our premium balcony cabin on the Carnival Sunshine. I was on the Sunshine in October, and I did it because a lot of people don't know that they have premium balcony cabins. Like, they think either you're going to get a balcony or you're going to get a suite. But premium balcony cabins are usually roomier and sometimes have a bigger balcony. And I also did a short video on it for TikTok, and that's kind of taken off. So that's kind of fun. But if you watch that video, we appreciate it. It's not very long. It's like 5 minutes. The one on YouTube, and then the one on TikTok is 1 minute or something. So. Also, Hannah, tell what we did on Monday. What did we do on Monday, Hannah?
So we're making room for a drill in my house, and we have to clean out. We call it the cowboy room, but recently I've been referring to it as the black hole. Because basically everything that I just didn't have time to put away got thrown in there.
Tell them why it's called the cowboy room.
It's called the cowboy room, yeah. Because when we moved in there, the previous owners left a light switch plate of like a cowboy boot and a lasso, and so there's different names for different rooms. Like, the other bedroom is the witch room because it's like Wicked themed, and the cowboy room is the cowboy room because of the cowboy light switch plate. But we were cleaning it out because that's going to be Drill's home office, and we're almost done. We have a plan for the rest of the stuff in there. But while we were in there,
it was a catch-all room.
Yeah, we have located a bunch of different postcards from all over, like Blue Ridge, Georgia, Washington, D.C., Las Vegas, Nevada, like the Grand Canyon. And there's even some from, like, the Biltmore, Puerto Rico, and there's some Cirque du Soleil ones.
Yeah. So I put a thing on our Facebook, on Journey with the Gingers Facebook, that, you know, it's nice to collect things, but honestly, what are we going to do with them besides it?
We thought about, like, sending them to people.
Yeah.
It just like the thought, like, they were collected up until 2022, and then they were just kind of lost in the
we even had Puerto Rico in there, and that was like our first vlog. Besides Washington, D.C., one of our first cruises we vlogged.
Yeah.
So I put on Facebook that, you know, just because we just don't want to hold on to them and do nothing with them. So if you are interested in receiving a postcard from us, please don't put it in the chat because I won't remember. Please go to that Facebook post, Journey with the Gingers on Facebook, and there's a post, and just comment, yes, please send me one. If I don't have your address, please put it, message it. Don't put it in the comments. So please message me or Hannah. Well, don't message Hannah. Hannah doesn't check her messages. Message me on Facebook or for friends, or you can also message Journey with the Gingers and your address, and we'll write a quick little note to you and send it just for fun. If you like getting stuff in the mail, if you don't, it's okay. You don't have to do that. But we have a lot, so we're going to give them out until we run out. So, yeah. And I like getting real mail. I'm just that kind of person. I guess because I'm old. You just always get real mail.
My job includes buying a lot of stamps.
Yeah.
I have a lot of stamps at work.
So let's say hello to everybody in the chat, and then we'll talk some more. We got lots of people here today. And there's Keith. Hey, Laurie and Hannah. Hi, everyone. I have three DeLorean time machines, all 1:24 scale.
In New York, we saw a random man. Do you remember this?
I took a video of it.
Yeah, that like had a DeLorean decked out in Back to the Future, like you know, attire. And what did he look like? He looked like Doc Brown.
Yep, he had the wild hair and everything. It wasn't a wig. Mm-mm. And he had like a tip jar, so if people want to take pictures with him in the car, they could. But it was cool. It was decked out. It was really cool. Hello, Denise and Dwayne from Bone Tired Travelers. Good to see y'all. We're going to Helen in 2 weeks, and this is the first year we're going to miss Helen.
We've been busy.
We've been so busy, and plus we have that cruise coming up. But I've told some people that we're not going to make it this year, and but we're going to try to make it next year. Hello, Mary Ellen Dillon. She's from Australia. She's been in Australia. I know that Cruise World and Betsy and Mike are there. I can't remember if anybody else is with y'all. Y'all have had a blast. Mm-hmm. A blast. Hello, Ryan. Good to see you. I bet you Ryan's probably going to Helen. Hello, Josie. Great to see you. And there's Mr. Paul. Hey, Paul. Glad to see you here. And Will Cooper. Hey, Will. Good evening.
She says it's 10 a.m. there.
It's 10 a.m. in Australia. You're just getting your coffee, aren't you?
Mm-hmm.
And there's Cheryl and Ed. Hello, 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 Gingers. We missed you guys last week. Our whole Thursday routine was in disarray, and it's all our fault. It's my sister's fault, actually. It was her birthday dinner. No. Thank you so much for being here. Well, look at there, Ricky Ocean. Let me holler at you. Good to see you, Ricky. We miss you, too.
And we're good.
We're good?
Mm-hmm.
How fun. What a fun group we got here tonight. So we have... I guess we can start talking. Tonight we're going to talk about some of a certain poll that just came out. What's wrong? I heard Back to the Future, the musical, is going to be on the Star of the Seas. Cool.
I've heard it's a very good musical.
It just left Broadway.
Yeah,
they were packing it up while we were there.
Yeah, the issue was not the musical itself. It's just that I think that theater is so big. It's hard to sell seats, but it's a great location of a theater.
Oh yeah, it's a great location.
But I wonder how they're going to do that on a cruise ship, because there's some special effects that I would be entertained to see how they do that on a cruise ship.
Be cool. I wish all cruise ships has a show like that. Norwegian used to have a lot of cruise ships that had like Broadway, more scaled down, but Broadway style shows. We won't talk about what the show we saw on Norwegian Joy. We had a vlog about it. Yeah, we saw this. I'll say it real quick. We saw the show on Norwegian Joy called Elements, and we did not like it. It was just a little crazy. And they built it up as their big show. They didn't have hardly anything interesting in the theater on that ship.
1,509. I was just looking at the theater capacity.
Sorry. And so... we were watching it, and when we got back to the room, we always do, when we're vlogging, we always talk about what we thought of something, like what we think of the dinner, what we think of the show, or whatever. And we got on this rant, and when I went to go edit that on the video.
Keep in mind, we just got out of New York, and we saw The Wiz, and we saw Juliet.
We understand. We see a lot of Broadway stuff.
But we're very privileged to see it.
Oh, yeah.
But it was
not right.
It was it was fine. There were some talented people up there.
Oh yeah.
But there were some sections of the show that just dragged on a little too long.
Yeah. Anyway. Yeah. And they didn't maximize their talent.
Yeah.
I'll just say that. Anyway, I don't know where I got all that talent. I mean that rant, but anyway. But the video was fun trying to edit that out, because I was like, we're fussing too much. We're being too critical. Yeah. So, first of all, we're going to talk about what we're reading, but we're also going to do something a little bit later. There was a report that came out of the top 10, it's really top 30, but we're going to do top 10 places that you should visit in 2025. And I said, a lot of these places are not on the East Coast for sure. They're not. A lot of them are on the West Coast, in which, it's understandable. The West Coast is beautiful. But I was like, where's all of our East Coast places? But anyway, we're going to talk about the top 10, and then we're going to share with you some of our favorite places that we think that everybody should visit. And we're going to ask y'all the same thing, like where would you want to? What's your favorite place you've ever visited in the United States, and you think people should go see it? But we'll talk about that in just a minute. So let's go ahead and get started. Ricky says he needs to book Star of the Seas.
88 miles per hour. Is that from Back to the Future? I'm so sorry. I have not seen it.
You haven't seen Back to the Future?
Since high school.
Oh, okay.
I've seen all three.
Oh, I haven't seen all three.
You have to remember, Alex was obsessed with Back to the Future.
Okay.
And Star Wars.
An ex-boyfriend from high school.
Yep.
Still a great person.
Yep.
We like it.
Yep.
Okay, so Hannah, what are you reading right now? We've been sharing this lately. We just kind of made a trend of it.
I'm currently reading Like It Never Was. I have an online book club thing. It's an app called Fable, and it's a thriller book club. And so the moderator, she picks a thriller book every month. So that's this month's pick. It's about like this girl who she is feeling remorse and about something she did from high school, and it affected one of her classmates, and her classmate does not know that she was the root of the problem.
Oh,
and
like
so,
it never was.
Like it never was. And then I just finished The Paradise Problem. For some reason, I was in a mood for a romance novel.
That's not like Hannah.
No, it's not. And I was like, oh, let me pick up The Paradise Problem. It was spicy.
It was spicy.
It was spicy. But I did have, it does have a trigger warning from my perspective, like if not that you are, but if you've ever had a narcissistic parent, you are not narcissistic. Dad is not narcissistic, but like there is a narcissistic parent in there that triggered me so hard. I can only imagine.
You were mad at her.
Him.
Oh, him.
Him.
I think it's her.
Nope, it's a man. And I was like, and I was 30 pages left in this book, and it was like, you ever get to the part of the book where it's like rock bottom, like the characters are in despair. I was like, I don't know if I can do this. And Gracie was like, you have 30 pages left. So I finished it. But the trigger warning is that if you have like a bad parent, not you,
I'm gonna tell you something about that book.
Just don't read it.
So I started watching. If y'all follow Para DJ D&J, I love their vlogs, and I started following them because they're doing like one of the long world cruises, and she goes to the library because they put new books in there because they're on a world cruise. People are going to need some more books in that library. Yeah. So she goes to the library and she grabs that book. And I thought when you said spicy, I said, "Oh, you're gonna read something spicy."
It's spicy. It's real spicy.
She grabbed that book from the library.
I liked it. I gave it like a 4.5 out of 5. But like, if you've ever had a narcissistic parent, neither of my parents are. But
you keep on saying that. Thank you.
I'm just saying, it is triggering.
I think I'm the opposite of a narcissistic.
Oh, you are not. So I have friends who do have narcissistic parents. So yeah.
All right. So I just finished Rock, Paper, Scissors by Alice Feeney. And my problem was I started reading it in tandem with an audiobook. So like if I was in the car, I would read it in the book. And then if I was in the car, I'd listen to the next chapter and go back and forth. I did not like the audiobook. And so I was not enjoying it as much. So I put the audiobook away. I think it's the narrator. It just went.
Was it AI narrator?
I don't know. I just wasn't feeling it. So once I started reading the book, it got better. It was better. I like it a lot. But I gave it a 4. Yeah. There was one part in the book. I think I was going to dinner with y'all. It was the night we're going to dinner on Thursday. And I read and the dog disappears. And there's a person in there that you think's the bad person. And the dog disappears from the couple. And I am such a dog person, y'all.
You're an animal person.
I am an animal person. And if I can watch any movie where people get poo-pooed, whatever. And if an animal gets hurt, it breaks my heart. And I almost stopped reading it when the dog, and I honestly Googled what happened to Bob the dog and Rock, Paper, Scissors, and I came across a Reddit post going, Bob is fine. So I was like, okay, I can keep on reading it. But
she asked for this book. It was on her wish list.
Yeah. And it really tied it up in a good bow at the end. I'll just say that. It made sense in the end, but it was a little bit confusing at first. All right, then now I'm reading this book. None of this is true. Fantastic so far. I'm about a fourth of the way through, and it caught me from the very beginning, which I love a book that grabs hold of me and makes me want to read it.
I like to find out that I bought both books for her.
She did. So None of this is true is so far really good. Mm-hmm. Hello, Nick Torres. We are well. Hannah was sick yesterday. It's been a week here and it's not over yet. Oh no.
Well,
they had the plane crash in Toronto. Yeah. Yeah. That was just a miracle that everyone survived that.
Yeah. Blaine.
Well, hello, Blaine. Blaine, are you still going to Helen? Blaine has been very busy.
His name's Blaine.
And his name's Blaine.
All right.
Did you tell who Nick was? Did you already say it?
Oh, one of my favorite Canadians.
Okay.
I'm so sorry.
All right. So, first question is, what is your favorite place you have visited in the United States? Like, if somebody has never been to the United States and you say, they said, where should we visit? What is the one place you have been to that you think that every visitor to the United States should visit? Or everybody should visit, because there's tons of places, obviously, that I haven't visited in the United States. So, but go ahead and put in the chat, what's the one place you visited that you feel like everybody should go see?
Well, that is two separate questions. This is, what is your favorite place you have visited in the United States? That's one question. If I'm going to recommend a place, that is not what I'm going to recommend.
Well, go by recommending. Your favorite place you visited that you would recommend to others. How about that? Just ignore what's on the screen.
That's a totally different question, dude.
And we'll share ours later.
Totally different question.
Favorite place that you have visited that you would suggest everybody go see. And we're probably going to say some of your places when we talk about it. So,
you know what? I don't know why I want to go to this place. I want to go to Portland.
Oh, I do too.
I want to go to Portland so bad.
Every time, because when I'm on the Journey with the Gingers TikTok and look at TikTok stuff, every time I see like videos with waterfalls, it's almost always in Oregon. And they're beautiful.
Do you know what also is in Portland?
The donut place.
There's that
Voodoo Donuts.
But the Swan House from Twilight that you can stay at is an Airbnb. Mm. There's also that, and a lot of the places that Twilight was filmed. Fun fact: a month ago, I had a Twilight movie marathon. Don't know where that came from. And then I realized, oh gosh, this first movie is cringe. Cringe. And I thought that was one of the best movies when I was 13 years old.
And later on, we're going to tell what ours was. But now I'm thinking of another one that I should have put instead.
Yeah, because you changed the question. And now I'm like, what my favorite place is and what I would recommend to people are two different things.
No.
Two different things.
Oh, it's okay.
Yeah,
you wouldn't recommend that your what you chose?
No.
Oh, really? Okay, well, we'll talk about it when we get there.
No.
So where do people say they should go? Blue Ridge Parkway Mountains. I agree, definitely. New Orleans. That's another one I thought of too, Paul. I love New Orleans. Never been to San Francisco.
I want to go to Alcatraz.
You would.
I want to go to Alcatraz so bad. I want it. I love old jails.
We almost went to San Francisco.
We did. It was right before the pandemic when we were planning it, and we were like, oh.
And we never thought about
it. And Dad
again.
is so scared for us.
I don't know why.
I don't know.
You know, William is bad about believing what everybody says. And if somebody says a horror story about going to stay somewhere, he's like, y'all can't go there.
He was terrified of going to New York. And I said, Dad, do you not realize how many cops are in New York? There's a cop on every block. You're fine.
So many cops.
Chill out.
Alaska. Oh. Look at that sweetness. Alaska, because we met Laurie there for the first time. I also like the Great Smoky Mountains. Yes. And what was the place we went to? Oh, Icy Strait. That we went there I call it by accident. They canceled a port and they sent us to Icy Strait. And that's like one place I want to go back to now. I loved Icy Strait.
Because Skagway had a rock slide.
Yeah. But I loved Icy Strait and what's that thing called? The thing we rode?
Gondola.
The gondola. Yeah.
Washington
D.C.
Washington D.C. when the cherry blossoms are out.
Oh, yeah. Really pretty. Is that around now?
Yes.
I bet that's beautiful.
Yes, it is. All right.
Lots to do in Washington D.C. for sure. Lots of good museums.
Ramen.
It says the best ramen places in Washington D.C.
We are frozen, but my best meal. Yeah.
Oh,
you see?
Can they see us?
I don't know.
Look on your phone.
I don't know. You're frozen.
Oh no.
Oh God. Doo-doo.
Why are we frozen?
I don't know. I didn't do it. Yeah.
You got a commercial.
I'm trying to see.
Are we there? You got lots of commercials. Sorry.
That's.
Oh no.
No, we're here.
Oh, we're here.
Hold on.
Okay. We're frozen on our screen.
That's fun. Okay.
Hannah's like, whoa.
Okay. So I'm just going to go blind with this. Here you go. You can see what's on the screen.
Oh, really? The whole thing stopped.
You can see.
Yeah, there's a different slide on our screen. This is so weird.
Okay,
if y'all lose us, we'll be back. All right, so from the U.S. News and World Report that just came out in January, top 30 on their end, places to visit in the United States. How are we going to change the slide?
That's a great question. I don't know if I could just go like, oh. Hey!
You just had to touch a button.
Yay. All right.
Raise your hands again. Let's do it.
Wait.
Yay, we're here.
Okay.
Okay. That was weird.
You know, Dad, a side note about ramen, he's like, he keeps asking me, he was like, I just want to find a place that just has good ramen. I said, you cannot have Washington, D.C. expectations.
You might have to take him back.
I know.
All right. So the number 10 spot goes to Lake Tahoe. And it's in the Sierra Nevada mountains.
I was going to say, where is Lake Tahoe? I'm so sorry.
I hear about Lake Tahoe when you watch things with people that are rich going there. I don't know why. But it borders California and Nevada. And it's known for its beaches and ski resorts. I guess if you want to go snow skiing, that's the place you go to, Lake Tahoe.
I like swimming.
Yeah.
Can I swim?
It says it has a beach.
Okay.
Sounds like you can go swimming. It looks beautiful.
I just want to swim.
Number 9, Kauai.
Kauai. Never been to Kauai.
No.
Kauai is
we've been to Oahu. Yeah.
It is on island.
Yeah. So Kauai is number 9. Is of course part of the Hawaiian Islands, and it's nicknamed the Garden Isle because of the tropical rainforest. So if you want to go, sounds like if you want to go somewhere in Hawaii that's more relaxing and less metro, I guess you would go to Kauai.
I'm pretty positive. Yep. Lilo and Stitch is based in Kauai.
Oh, it makes it even better, doesn't it?
Yes, it does. I miss Hawaii, and I sent Dad something the other day. Dad and I's, relationship, we talk about food a lot. And there's actually a Hawaiian restaurant in Florence, South Carolina that makes like authentic Hawaiian food.
How about that? Headed into work. Oh, bye, Denise. I'm sorry, we just saw that. And everybody says we weren't frozen. We were just frozen on our screen for some reason.
That was the craziest thing.
Paul says that Ty Cobb had a place in South Lake Tahoe. Yeah, I think that's where the rich people go. That's probably why I haven't been there.
Yeah, but look at this. It's Aloha Kitchen in Florence, South Carolina. I'm just so excited. I love Hawaiian food.
They have malasadas.
Musubi. What is it? What did Papa get? Coco?
Oh, it had
Loco?
Yeah.
Coco Moco?
Something. Loco Moco.
Loco Moco.
All right. So, Hannah, where's this at?
I'm going to say Utah.
It says it's Utah. It looks beautiful. It kind of looks like the Grand Canyon in a way to me. But Zion National Park is number 8. So it sounds like we need to go to some national parks and we need to go to Hawaii.
Well, we've been to Hawaii, but we haven't been to Kauai.
Right. But this is in Utah. And, yeah, a lot of red cliffs and prettiness. It looks like Grand Canyon to me.
Prettiness.
They're
like, I don't know what adjective to use. Prettiness.
But number 7 is the Grand Teton National Park. It's another place we should go. And it's in Wyoming. Now, Wyoming is a place I like to go.
Yeah.
Wyoming is one of my lists.
Can I see buffalo?
Huh?
In Wyoming? Can I see buffalo in Wyoming? Because I just want to just see buffalo.
You want to see buffalo?
I just want to see baby buffaloes are so cute.
Yeah. And there's Jackson Hole, which I've heard of that before. Is there?
Teton.
Grand Teton National Park.
There's like a weird section in Airbnb that has like weird stays. And I saw where you could stay in a covered wagon in Wyoming. And I'm like, I don't know if I want to do that.
No. This one would be like, no.
Well, this one.
I'm not roughing it.
I like to point out, I understand that RVing is not roughing it. But whenever you say like, oh, I want an RV, that still shocks me.
I really do.
Because would you be the one setting it up, or would your husband be the one setting it up?
Oh, he would set it up.
Okay, yeah.
Of course. But I would drive it.
Jeez.
We used to have a little pop-up camper. I used to pull it by the minivan.
Could you?
Oh, gosh.
Instead of going on like 3 cruises a year, going 3 like camping trips.
Yes, if I'm going to places I've never been. I don't want to go to Ocean Lakes Campground in Myrtle Beach because I grew up doing that. I want to do something totally, new. I want to, after putting this together, I want to have a motorhome, a little one, not a big one, Class B, and I want to drive out west, and I want to go see places that I haven't seen.
I was telling Dad about this lady who she has an Airstream. Her and her husband are part of an Airstream group, and they went to Alaska. They drove to Alaska on the Airstream.
I could do it.
They're from Georgia.
I can do it.
And Dad was like,
I can take my
How do you get to Alaska? I was like,
he thinks he'll get there by boat.
I was like, through Canada. And he was like, oh, that's right. How do you get there?
We've only been there by ship.
It's not Hawaii.
Bless his heart.
Oh, Jesus. Okay, Jarrell, I sent you a cat.
Hannah wants to hike Fuji.
I do.
Takers.
I do. Fuji is a day's hike, and they have like camps that you like. It's like it is like you can come down Fuji really fast. It's going up. That's the problem due to like elevation.
Girl, you better do that while you're young. So that's what I keep on thinking is I'm not old, but I'm not young, and not all these places.
Panics.
All these places I haven't been that I want to go, especially on West Coast. I need to do it. So
Eric's here.
Hello, Eric. Good to see you. Eric, what are you doing with no football? I don't know.
I want to do that. Okay, you do.
All right, Paul.
Honolulu.
We have been to this one.
Yes.
Love Honolulu. Love Oahu. Probably definitely some of the most memorable trips we've made. And I like the way it says it's urban and it's also beach environments. I mean, it has so much to it, and you could tour the island in a day. We did it several times. We just went on. We had a rental, and we just went on road trips. We'd get up in the morning and say, "Let's go on a road trip."
I highly recommend supporting like the local Hawaiian businesses and just learning, about their island.
Yeah, lots of stuff. Delicious food. Beautiful scenery.
I love all the farms and stuff.
We went to one place where the sea turtles would come up at night, and it was just beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
So
they have good food.
I'll go back there. I gotta take my husband. He hasn't been.
Yeah, he would like the food.
So William likes all food.
Well, I think Hawaiian food is heavily influenced by because of the imports from like Japan and stuff, and so like just like their version of food is so good.
Yeah.
And Dad would be like, I don't want to leave.
So much to do there. Yeah.
I'm a strong swimmer now. I would like to go in the ocean. I did not go in the ocean because they looked at me and they were like,
it's rough.
They looked at me and they're like, she does not look like a strong swimmer.
Unless you go to Waikiki.
No, even at Waikiki, it was
they said it was pretty rough. You have to be a strong swimmer.
The undertow was like,
yeah.
I just had one of the locals looked at me. I was a chubby little 10-year-old coming down my bathing suit. He was like, "Is she a strong swimmer?" My aunt was like, "Probably not as strong as you."
Don't let her go in the water.
He was like, "Don't let her go in the water." I was like, "No, I want to go in the water."
So we took her to the pool. What did Eric say?
I'm missing it.
He's missing the football. Yeah, we all need a break.
Football news is year round.
So the next one is Yosemite National Park.
Mm-hmm.
And that picture is at the Half Dome. People actually try to go up it.
Oh.
Yeah.
Like free climate?
I guess.
Oh, wow.
So
my hands could never.
And this is located in California. See, I taught myself so much because I know these places, but I didn't know where all of them were.
Mom is very smart, but she is not good at geography.
I'm horrible with geography.
Very bad.
I hate geography. No, I don't hate it. I love travel, but I just don't understand. I don't know anything about
If you ask her what the capital of Canada is.
I don't even know if I took geography in college.
What's the capital of Canada?
I don't know. What's the capital of Canada?
Ottawa.
Ottawa. Okay. I told you. Yeah. I didn't teach it either, so no children were left behind. I didn't teach geography.
Nick goes, I know.
And Jarrell's
The Ottawa. See, Jarrell and I are very good at geography. Jarrell's really good with like Middle Eastern geography as well.
All right, so Yosemite National Park is number 5, and number 4 of the most. This is a survey of the most suggested places that people should visit in 2025.
We've been here.
Grand Canyon National Park. We went twice. Hannah and I have been twice.
Okay, yeah, we crossed over into Arizona. Yes.
Yeah, we have a funny video about that. Remember?
Mom didn't know which one was which, and I was like, mother. She was like, we're heading into Arizona. I was like, that's Nevada.
It was the opposite. We're heading into Nevada.
It was the way back home.
Oh, I thought we were going.
Oh, I thought no. Mom, we can't. If we're going to Arizona.
I know, and I said we're heading to Arizona. I said we're heading to Nevada.
Oh.
And I pointed that direction. You're like, no, that's Arizona. No, it's bad. I have no sense of direction. GPS.
I have to find that video.
GPS is a godsend. It was a video. The first time we were Grand Canyon, and it was in the bloopers at the end.
I know. I know what video it was.
We used to put bloopers in our videos, which I can still do. It would be really sad. Yeah. Anyway.
We saw Beach Please in Yosemite.
Nice. Boop. Nice. All right, number 3 is another Hawaiian island.
Wow, they just really want to
they love Hawaii. Of course, everybody loves Hawaii. Maui is an island in the Central Pacific in the Hawaiian archipelago. Sprawling, say that one, Hannah, the H word. You can say Hawaiian words better than I can. Haleakea. That's an L. Haley. Akala.
No, it's definitely not Haley. Haleakala.
Sure, that sounds good.
I don't know. I was not prepared.
So Maui is number 3.
Yeah. I'm trying to find this thing over. Was it before?
Hey, Najuma. Good to see you. Thank you for being here. And number 2 was...
All good. Nick told him the proper way to spell Ottawa. Hello, Najuma.
Beautiful Najuma. I haven't been yet, but I'm sure I'll love it.
Okay, number 2.
Yellowstone National Park. Where is it located, Hannah? What state?
California? I don't know.
Wyoming?
I don't know. Do you know? All I know is that
it's mostly in Wyoming.
The most state parks or national parks is in California. That's all I know. So
the U.S.
When in doubt, guess California.
So the U.S. News and World Reports thinks we should go to Hawaii and national parks, pretty much. But Yellowstone National Park is in Wyoming mostly. It's also in parts of Montana and Idaho too. And of course, they have Old Faithful, the geyser.
Mm-hmm.
See, if I got my little camper and went to Wyoming, I could go see all this.
I feel like you would be like, in 3 hours, you'd be like, honey, I need to get up and stretch. And then you're going to have like the barking chihuahua who has anxiety about riding in cars.
That's another reason why I want a motorhome, because I want to take my dogs with me when I travel.
Hold, please.
Because you sure can't go.
Found it.
You're so loud.
Hold, please. I'm looking for the blooper.
Well, you can't show it to me. You're just going to play the audio.
We're on the Memorial Bridge.
I don't know if they
We're
can.
about to head into Arizona.
See?
That's not Arizona.
We're back.
Try again.
That's not Arizona. Try again.
Oh, Jesus.
You had to go back and search for that one, didn't you?
Oh, yeah.
And this is another one that this is really one on my bucket list, is Glacier National Park in Montana. I definitely want to go there before I get too old to
hike.
Walk around and hike, yeah. Hello, Warm Strong Adventures. Hey, Bill. Good to see you. This really is. This is their number one suggestion about where people should go to visit in 2025 in the United States, and this is definitely one of my on my list. Beautiful.
Okay. All right. So before we say this, she reworded the question because
I called you last night.
She said, "What is your favorite places that you've been to?" And I sent her Oahu, and I sent her New York City. Then she rephrases the question. What would you recommend people to visit? I would not recommend people to come into the United States for the first time to go to New York City. That is stressful. Thank you. That is what I mean. I would recommend them go to a place like Seattle.
I love Seattle.
Yeah. Like Seattle is just its vibe. You know, it's chill, it's relaxed, it's beautiful. You can go on a hike somewhere. You can go into the city. You can get coffee. That's the kind of vibe I would recommend to people, not New York. New York is my favorite place to go. Okay. There are two. That's why that question is 2 different questions.
So, those of you that just joined us recently, we asked everybody earlier if you were if somebody was coming to the United States and you say this is the place you need to visit, a place that you have visited that you would recommend, what would that place be? That was the question. Sorry, Hannah.
I love New York.
We know,
but I look at
cup that says that.
I look at my coworkers and I look at them and I will be like, you will not enjoy it.
There's certain people
that like this is not the place for them. It is very stressful. It's high energy. If you need to sleep in your own bed with complete darkness and complete silence, do not go to New York.
Yeah, I have police cars all night long.
And that's relaxing to me. I play New York like walking scenes in my house when I'm doing chores. Okay?
On the TV.
Which is funny because I showed my mom something really funny on one of those tours. But yeah. Go to New York time with the pro for the first time.
So Nick's first time in New York was when he came for the day with us.
Yeah. Let me tell you, once you figure out the grid system in New York, like with the avenues and the streets, you can find your way all over Manhattan. It's fine.
Not me, because I'm challenged with geography.
Good God. I'll be like, oh, it's on 45th Street. Which way? Good God. How many streets? Count them.
GPS.
Walking
directions.
Count them. It's a Cruise Life is here, by the way.
Hello, it's a Cruise Life. Good to see y'all. Y'all in Australia too? No, that they're not. I mean, no, they're not in Australia. It's Cruise World is in Australia. I'm sorry. Good to see you, Cruise Life.
And Alaska's not on the list.
We have some honorable mentions.
The other place I was going to...
I agree with you, Sharon.
The other place I was going to recommend was Skagway. If you want like a small town with beautiful things around you, Skagway.
Like a fishing village kind of feel.
Yeah, like you arrive in a valley and you're like, I want to go pet dogs and I want to go on a hike and I want to see bears. Yeah, that's Skagway. Yeah, okay.
All right. Because I said there was not much representation in the top 10 for the Southeast, Savannah, Georgia is a place I would recommend someone come see. Savannah just has a lot of history. It's definitely a southern town if you're looking for that feel. So is Charleston. But Savannah has, if you like food, has great seafood, has great museums, has a lot of art, and it's
haunted.
It's haunted.
It's the most haunted city in the United States.
Bonaventure Cemetery, if you're like to look at something really cool but creepy, that's the most interesting cemetery I've seen in my life. The stories behind it. We had some kind of recording that we were listening to while we were going through it to see what was the meaning behind some of those graves, because there was some interesting stuff in there.
And if that doesn't get entertain you, it's an open carry city. I mean, open container.
Open containers like New Orleans.
Oh, sweet Jesus! That's a whole
different carry.
Different.
What you said.
Open container.
Open carry there.
It
might be
around River Street. No, it's not. And speaking of which, they have a great St. Patrick's Day celebration.
Oh yeah,
it's crazy,
real big there.
Yeah,
yeah.
And
also the beach is nearby. The beach is close too. So if you want to go somewhere in the Southeast, I would recommend Savannah, Georgia, because it just has a little bit of everything.
I think we have a raid.
Oh, we have a raid. Thank you from Bill's channel. Thank you.
Okay.
Hi, Keisha. Thank you so much. We appreciate y'all for being here. We're talking about some of the places the best places to visit in the United States.
She says we're in London.
Oh my gosh.
Mom's jealous.
I'm jealous. Another thing on my list. Another
Mom
place.
wants to go to the UK.
I want to go, and I want to also cruise from Southampton.
I want to go to Scotland. I want to see Loch Ness. I do.
I've already decided when it's time to get the cruise from Southampton, I'm going to be talking to Nick, because Nick's going to give me all the directions what to do. So,
except for the haunted stuff, you got to go there for the haunted stuff. What do you mean?
Will, have you seen our video where we went to Savannah and we stayed at the most haunted Airbnb in the United States?
There's also, if you don't know, one of the reasons why it's so haunted, there's several reasons. Of course, there's unfortunately, the war history and all that in Savannah. But another big component was that there was Shanghai tunnels under Savannah because it was a big port city. And so Shanghai tunnels were basically like sailors and just like regular merchants and, common folk would go to these bars and get super wasted or get drugged, and they would end up on a ship when they woke up. They were shanghaied. Yeah, and so that's what happened in the Shanghai.
What's the name of the restaurant? The Pirate's House,
like the Pirate Tavern or Pirate Inn or something.
Yeah, that
Pirate House. It may be the Pirate's House.
Yeah, we ate there, and then we did a tour, and they explained the tunnel system and all that happened there.
And you can actually see a portion of the tunnel in the restaurant.
Yeah,
but.
All right, and then since we did say that this
was all the honorable mention I had, but this is the only slide.
Yeah, there was 30 places. I'm just going to name them. So Olympic National Park was number 11.
Where's that?
In Washington State. And then Moab.
That's a desert.
Utah.
Is that a desert?
And then Key West. We got Southeast there.
That is far. That's far.
I love Key West. We used to have a lot of cruises that went to Key West, and then I think Key West kind of limited the number of cruise ships go there. And then somebody mentioned earlier Washington D.C. That's number 14. Number 15 is Savannah that I mentioned. And then number 16 is Jackson Hole, which we already talked about. The Grand Teton National Park. I guess they got 2 votes.
Well, let's just be specific now, shall we?
And then number 17 is New York City,
which I would not recommend your first time in the United States being that.
And number 18 is San Francisco. And number 19 was Aspen. That's why that picture's there. And then number 20 was also one of my favorite places I visited, which was Bar Harbor. I went on a New England cruise with Mimi, which was my mom. And that's really, we went to the Acadia National Park. Highly recommend going there. That's in Maine. And then Charleston, South Carolina.
Not a surprise.
Number 21.
Charleston's nice. It's historic.
It is.
It's got a nice beach and nice shopping and restaurants.
And then number 22 is San Diego, California. Number 23 is Boston.
I want to go to Boston so bad.
You got to take your dad.
I got to take my dad before he gets too old. Because I'm saying this because my dad
getting younger.
These are their words, not mine. But he wants to walk around, and there's a trail you could take. I forget what it's called, but it's like if Ryan was still here, it's like a trail that takes you on a historic path through Boston. It takes you to all the sites.
Cool. And then number 24 is Sedona, which is in Arizona. Yes. Which is a town.
Charleston. Hold on.
Huh?
He said, which one would you recommend for a weekend getaway? Charleston or Columbia?
Charleston.
No.
Don't go to Columbia.
If we're talking about South Carolina.
No. That'll be the last place I tell you to go. Greenville, South Carolina is nice. It just doesn't have a lot of touristy things. It's just a nice little sleepy town if you like local shops and stuff like that.
Columbia, depending on where you are at, is kind of scary.
Yes.
Charleston is more entertaining and safer.
Yes.
Okay.
And a lot of people like Myrtle Beach in South Carolina,
but we call it Dirty Myrtle.
It's Dirty Myrtle. But if you want to go into Myrtle, like just for the day and do some stuff there, and then have a place to go, Garden City, which is down the road from Myrtle, is a nicer beach area.
Ryan said Freedom Trail. Thank you. Ryan is still
there.
There
he is.
Yeah, so Dad would want to do the Freedom
Trail. Okay.
Also, Billy J is here.
Hello, Captain Billy J. Good to see you. The real captain is here.
Cheryl and Ed said that Smithfield, North Carolina was a nice small town.
Smithfield, North Carolina. I don't think I've been there.
Also, if you're into history, Philadelphia and surrounding area is nice.
Yes.
Trust me. I'm trying. But he is terrified. He is from a small town of like 100 people.
William grew up very simple.
And
there's nothing wrong with it, though.
And he is terrified. Getting him to New York, getting to New York after the amount of times I've been there was a feat. I tried to get him to Philadelphia. He settled. He said he would go to Boston, but he's scared to go to Philly. I don't know why.
You know, Billy J was recently. He's put out some videos. I just thought about it. He was on the Carnival Glory. I just love that ship. We did the booze cruise. I know Bill from Armstrong Adventures was with us, and some other people. And such a great ship. I would.
Is it out of Philly?
No, I'm just trying. I'm going back. Just thinking about Billy J being here. He was on Carnival Glory, but now it's moved to Florida. We went out of New Orleans.
I'm about to have a dumb question. Is there a port? Where's Philly? Oh God.
There is, yes. Philadelphia now has a cruise ship.
That's what I thought. I was like,
yes.
Let's see. It says if you drive too fast, you can be out of Smithfield before you realize that you're even in it. There, we got towns like that.
I'm gonna have to look it up though. I love like little southern towns, especially if they have like get a lot of local businesses to go to.
Yeah. Hey, Will. That's why Blue Ridge, Georgia is so nice because it's a lot of small businesses.
Yeah.
And also I know Asheville is going through a lot still with rebuilding and, you know, all the damage they experienced during the hurricane. But West Asheville was also a really nice place to be because it was all small businesses, locally owned, and it was so nice.
We're like big into like thrift shopping and stuff like that in small towns. We're just kind of like going to see what you can find.
And Blue Ridge, if you ever go to Blue Ridge, Georgia, there's an ASPCA, like Humane Society thrift store. One of the best thrift stores I've ever been to.
It really is.
It's so good. So organized.
Yeah.
Carnival Glory is glorious.
It really is. It's just something about that ship. And, But now it's out of Florida. And I think, Billy J might tell me if I'm wrong, I think most of the cruises are like 3 and 4 days. And I'm just too spoiled now about being on for 7 days. I don't know if I could be away from it. I'll be like, I want more days.
So back to this thing about Philadelphia. I will get my father there one day.
Yeah.
I just have to. He's terrified. The man's his favorite food is a Philly cheesesteak. And he always talks about how he wants to get a real one. And he loves history. So I got to take him there. Also, there's a really famous, is it East State Penitentiary? It's like a really freaking haunted prison.
William retired working for the prison system. I don't know if he wants to go see prisons.
I want to see it. I want to see it. Yeah, East State Penitentiary. I want to see it.
All right, can I finish my list?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, we already did Sedona. Destin, Florida was number 25 for the best places to visit in USA. And then the Adirondacks in New York.
Side note, Al Capone stayed at East State Penitentiary, and his ghost is said to haunt there.
Oh, so that's why you want to go?
No, I like jails. I don't want to be in jail, but I like visiting old ones.
Number 27 was Telluride, Colorado. It looks beautiful.
Yeah.
Colorado looks beautiful.
That is there?
Number 28 is Las Vegas.
Why?
Some people like that.
What's the qualification? Best places to visit in the U.S. Really?
For 2025.
Okay.
You don't like Las Vegas?
I love Las Vegas.
Okay.
But you go to Las Vegas to spend money, and that's it. Like, there's no way to cheaply do Las Vegas.
But you think about how much...
Unless you get casino offers.
Especially in movies and stuff, how Las Vegas is portrayed, how interesting it seems and everything. I think a lot of people have heard about it so much that they need to go visit it.
Yes. I understand.
But
It's overwhelming.
It was overwhelming for William. I don't think William will go back.
He will never go back.
Yeah. He is a true small town country boy, and I think it was way too much stimulation for him.
Oh, yeah.
So, but I like it. I like the shows and stuff. And I loved going just like resort hopping, like looking at all the different resorts, kind of theming and stuff. I thought it was fun.
Okay. We are not NFL people.
Right.
There's this comment. But I do like hockey, and I will celebrate the Flyers. They got a cool mascot.
I was so, going back to their comment, I was so proud of the Eagles. That was a great game.
I was so thankful.
I was so proud of them. All right, so number 29 is also one of my favorites. We talked about this already. Is Seattle, Washington.
Yay!
Great place. The Chihuly Museum, the
Space
waterfront
Needles,
stuff,
the Pike Pier.
Great food too.
Also, great coffee. That's the coffee capital. And
number 30 for the best places to visit in USA for 2025 is the Big Sur. What's in California? It's a mountain. Yes. Big Sur in California.
Yes, shorter cruises on the Glory.
Do you remember about Big Sur?
Hold on. Is Helen, Georgia on the list? Not in the top 30.
Not in the top 30, but it's in our heart.
He says I get great casino offers in Vegas.
I bet you do, Billy J.
I heard that there's this girl on YouTube. Her name is Travel Ruby, and she talks about like how she gets casino offers all the time. She doesn't really like.
Well, she does a lot of
like
PR pretty much for Las Vegas, though.
Yeah, she's very informational.
Yeah,
about Vegas.
They probably want her to stay there because she covers it so well.
I think she stayed at every single hotel.
Yeah, and she goes to the cheapest to the cheap, to the richest to the rich.
Yeah,
so
she's very.
If you're going to Las Vegas for the first time,
Travel Ruby.
I watched her a lot when we were going.
Yeah, she's very informative. But I want to go to Portland so bad. I just love the vibe of Portland. Like it's just very.
I have a plane ticket.
You want to go to Portland?
Or you want to go now?
I want to go to Portland so bad. I've heard that some parts of Portland are rough.
Yeah.
As per the usual for all big cities. But I just want to go hiking.
When I put together stuff like this, especially for our live streams and everything, it gives me the travel bug worse, which I already have it. So, Hannah, out of all those, which one have you that you've never been to? Which one do you want to go to?
Can I see your list?
Yes. Oh, sorry, y'all.
Well, do you have an answer?
Yes.
Okay, why don't you tell them your answer while you are collecting this? I just have to go through this. Thank you. What was your answer?
Glacier National Park.
Okay. Oh, did you say Destin? I didn't hear you say Destin.
Did I say? Yeah, Destin, Florida. It's number 25.
San Francisco.
You want to go to San Francisco?
I want to go to the Chinatown in San Francisco so bad.
So of all the ones we said today, which one that you've not been to that you want to go to? Put it in the chat because I'd like to see.
Here, you want to hear his joke?
Do you call windows in Portland portholes? That's funny. You made that.
I'm dying.
You made Hannah call.
I have bad allergies right now.
So the ones that we kind of talked about, even the top all 30 are ones that we've talked about, which are also in the top 30, I guess.
I want to go see Alcatraz.
I'll tell you another place that I loved was, we went to Bar Harbor, Maine, but we also went to Portland, Maine, and Kennebunkport, Maine. Beautiful. Kennebunkport was a beautiful, even though it's well known as far as, I think the Bush's family's from there, or their vacation home is in there, or whatever.
Cruise nuts.
Anyway, Kennebunkport, Maine, especially if you want lobster. Hello, cruise nuts. Good to see y'all.
See, look how cool Alcatraz is. It's just this
okay.
It's a little island.
All right. So where does Billy J want to go? Oh, he just said Destin, Florida. I've never been to Destin, Florida. Does it have beautiful white sand? I know some places in Florida do. All right. So,
my legs.
I hope that maybe y'all have some of these places on your bucket list or on your favorites of places you visited, because it was nice to see that we've hit some of them in our personal lives, but not many of them.
Charleston has a lot of, a lot of pretty like nature like parks and like natural preserves and stuff like nature preserves and stuff like that. What's that place? It's like Jamestown Landing or something.
Yeah, Jamestown Landing is nice.
Yeah, so
that's a very nice campground there.
Yeah, so Charleston has a good shopping, good food, not good history, but like a lot of history.
You can go to Fort Sumter.
Yeah, nature. Oh, and you could do what's the ship?
Yorktown.
That takes a long time, and if you have claustrophobia, don't go on that thing.
And go to Charleston when it's not hot. Like go in the early spring or the fall, because it can get hot and muggy there. Like it gets here. We're from South Carolina, so
Destin has beautiful white sand.
Oh, I think I need to go to Destin, because we do not. South Carolina beaches do not have beautiful white sand. We have sand, but it's not like that.
The problem with South Carolina beaches is that we have a certain kind of like, I think it's like microbe or algae or something that makes our water murky and dark. Our water is not dirty.
No,
it's just like there's like some sort of algae or something like or microbe in the water that makes it dark.
But we're also very spoiled by going to the Bahamas where you can see what's swimming around you.
We're spoiled.
There's nothing like the Bahamas water.
Yeah. All right. Well,
okay.
It is at 8:01.
They want. Sharon has said they want to
any
go
national parks.
Any national park. South Carolina has one. We should go to it.
Is it a national park or state park?
It's a national park. Hungary National Park.
Is that in Aiken?
No.
Oh, no. That's a state park.
Yes.
Okay. I just want to go see a big waterfall. That's all I want.
There's one near Helen.
No, big. I mean bigger than that.
Big or like big. Oh, you like
Oregon.
So thank y'all so much for joining us. We appreciate you. I do not know. I'm thinking Lovey's Fat Life and Beach Please will not be live because they're both traveling. But so I can't really tell you who to follow after us. We did mention earlier, if you would like, we have this whole collection of postcards. And if you want just a postcard from us from somewhere, we'd love to, if you just want some mail, message us. There's a post on Facebook that you...
Beach Please is live.
Oh, Beach Please is live. Great. There is a post on Facebook. Just comment on the post. So yeah, send me one of those postcards. And we'll write you a note too. We won't just send you a postcard.
Look at that.
But we just want to just send them out because we know y'all love travel just as much as we do. And if they don't have your address, you can message us through our Facebook page, or you can, if you're friends with me on Facebook, you can message me.
All right.
That's it.
All right. Well, thank you all for staying to the end. We really appreciate y'all being here. You're all the real MVPs, but we hope that you stay safe, stay healthy, and don't forget to journey on.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank y'all so much.
Bye. Bye. Bye.